大家早上好，欢迎来到索菲亚大学梦境证书项目的宣讲会。我是来自索菲亚大学全球学院的韦涵。在我们会议开始前呢，先跟大家分享一则信息，就是本次会议呢会使用 AI 实时翻译。在观看的过程中呢，如果您有任何的问题，也欢迎随时给我们留言，让我们知道。现在呢，我先跟大家来介绍一下我们今天宣讲会的一个流程，主要是分为3个模块儿。首先呢，我们的 Angel 教授会给大家介绍一下梦境证书课程相关的信息，然后我们会进入一个问答环节，把大家抛出来的问题呢，在问答环节统一为大家进行解答。最后呢，我们会简单的说明一下关于项目的其他事宜，比如说费用和录取等信息。好，接下来呢，请允许我介绍一下我们索菲亚大学梦境证书项目的主席 Dr. Andrew Morgan。Morgan 教授呢是我们梦境艺术工作室 The Dream Bridge 的创始人，他曾经担任过国际梦境协会的主席。在学术方面呢，摩根博士也取得了塞布鲁克大学的心理学博士学位。同时呢，也是索菲亚大学超个人心理学的核心教授。由摩根教授引领的索菲亚大学梦境项目证书是全球极少数的美国高等教育联盟认证的高校所提供的梦境证书项目之一。好，现在话不多说呢，我们就正式的有请尊敬的 Dr. Andrew Morgan 教授。Now I will share the floor to you, Dr. Andrew.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Shishay. All right, so I'm here today to tell you about Sofia University's Dream Studies Certificate in China. Sophia's University's Certificate in Dream Studies is one of the few Dream Studies certificate programs in an accredited university in the United States. The program has an interdisciplinary orientation, exploring dreams from transpersonal, integral, psychological, scientific, mythological, spiritual, religious, and cross-cultural perspectives. Courses cover subjects that include sleep, dreams, and healing methods for nightmares, ordinary, extraordinary, and anomalous dreams, dreams as they relate to health and creativity, a practicum in dream sharing with individuals and groups, personal mythology and dreamwork, and a final certificate integration group presentation. This certificate is designed for students, researchers, counselors, therapists, and anyone with a desire to explore dreams in a way that is applicable to personal development and/or careers in higher education, research, counseling, coaching, writing, and other careers where healing, creativity, imagination, inspiration, and transformation are important. So this slide shows the Masters in Transpersonal Psychology in China. The courses, the 5 courses as they are offered, and when they are offered. So, for example, this course is taught every term. This one is taught every term in the master's program. This one is taught fall term, this one spring term, and this one summer term. The same 5 courses are also taught separately to PhD students in China. And they are offered these 3 courses are mostly taught in summer, but this one is taught in winter and this one is taught in spring. Now I'm going to walk you through each of the courses one at a time, each of the 5 courses. So archetypes, myths, and symbols, or archetypes, symbols, and myths, it's written here. This course explores archetypes, symbols, and myths as living energies that move through the world of dreams and transcend time and culture. Students will reflect both personally and conceptually on themes from several different cultures and express their insights in writing and symbolic art. The Dreams, Dreaming, and Dreamwork course. And by the way, it says MTPC, but these courses that I'm going through right now are also the same courses available to PhDC. So Dreams, Dreaming, and Dreamwork is a practicum course that offers various methods of dream work and creative dream expression for both individual and group work. Lectures and discussions will lead to experiential group and individual activities. And over the term, we cultivate a respectful, ethical space for dream exploration, and you gain valuable new tools for dream work. The PTSD Psychology and Healing Methods course. Psychological trauma can lead to a constellation of persistent disorders, including anxiety, depression, and recurring nightmares. Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, survivors extend well beyond combat veterans. The phenomena of cultural PTSD and intergenerational PTSD persist around the globe, accompanied by a great need for transpersonal healing. There are many effective treatments for PTSD survivors, ranging from conventional to transpersonal and various combinations. So in this course, we emphasize both the current scientific evidence-based treatments for PTSD and other healing methods for PTSD, including alternative, holistic, cross-cultural, creative, arts-based, humanistic, existential, and transpersonal approaches. And then the Psychology of Extraordinary Dreams, which is going to be offered this spring. This course focuses on the experience of extraordinary dreams and how they impact the dreamer's behavior. These unusual dreams are characterized by a vividness and intensity that makes them difficult to forget. They have been known to launch religious movements, inspire creative productions, and to change the course of relationships, vocations, and personal mythologies. This course takes the position that highly memorable dreams need to be at the forefront of dream science, as they afford an invaluable route into psychology's understanding of the psyche. Extraordinary dreams may foretell the future, initiate social movements, and may provide breakthroughs in art, science, and technology. And then there is our final certificate integration capstone for just one unit. And so to conclude the whole certificate, in this course, students write an integration paper and give an artistic presentation. So there's a Zoom meeting at the very beginning, and then you work mostly on your own, and then there's a big Zoom meeting at the end. And here is one alumni story. My dear TA and future adjunct professor at Sophia, Candice Lynn, she wrote that gratefully dreams and synchronicities led her to Sophia. She said, I've completed 3 dream studies courses. Actually, now she's finished all of them, and her dissertation she's completed, including anomalous states of consciousness, psychology of extraordinary dreams, and transpersonal approaches to dreams and dreaming. These courses have fruitfully enriched my knowledge and experiences in dreams and dreaming by bringing me to another level of dream exploration and expanding my internal and external worldview. I especially appreciate the creative ways I am inspired to bring dreams into waking life, not only benefiting myself, but also my clients in psychotherapy sessions and students in dream classes with positive therapeutic effects. And some of you students who are here may recognize Candice. All right, and this part I will hand over to you. Wei Han. Thank you. 谢谢.
Thank you so much, Dr. Angel. Yeah, so before we come to the this session, we actually gonna answer some questions in the chat box from our students.
So shall I stop sharing?
Right. Okay. Yeah. Could you see the questions in the chat box?
I'm about to. Okay. Question 1. What are the specific practice methods and scenarios for dreamwork with individuals and groups in this program? Will there be actual case studies and analysis? So let's see. In the it's rather comprehensive in a lot of ways, but for dreamwork in the practicum, we cover. We start off with individual, and then we move into group dreamwork. So in the individual dreamwork methods, we start with somatic dreamwork, and then we move into Gestalt dreamwork, and then we move into the dream interview method, which is Gail Delaney. She was the first president of the International Association for the Study of Dreams, and that's her method, the dream interview method. And then we move into group dreamwork with Sonoy-inspired group dreamwork, and then the Ullman method group dreamwork. And then we move into dream psychodrama group dreamwork and dream arts, which is both individual and group dreamwork. So we really cover a lot of territory in the dream practicum. So will there be actual case studies and analysis? Absolutely, because we will be experiencing, you will be experiencing together in class the cases in front of your eyes. So for example, I ask for dream reports at the very beginning, and I decide which ones would be a good match for different methods. And then there's a lucky dreamer every time we have a Zoom session, and that lucky dreamer is the case that we are working with. So that's one way to answer that question. There are also, in the literature that we read, there are a lot of other cases as well that we talk about and that you may write about. Second question. For students without a psychology background, will these 5 courses be challenging? Are there any prerequisite courses or support measures for those with a weaker foundation? In my experience at Sofia University, that's a wonderful question. There are students who come in from a completely non-psychology background. Either they come in from business or they come in from the arts. Maybe they're a filmmaker or an artist or a teacher. Or several. We have such a diverse range of students from various backgrounds, and actually it meets everybody. What it does, this program meets everybody from where they are. So where you are coming in, it's going to help benefit you, because here's the thing, we are all dreamers. Everybody dreams. So you will learn not only about your own dreams, but you will learn about dreams in general and dreams for your clients or your future clients if you have any. Okay, and then, oh, and by the way, for those who do have a psychology background, that just means you can go further. You can go further and deeper if you do have a psychology background. So we meet you as well. Question 3, how does the program ensure that students from different cultural backgrounds can fully understand and participate in cross-cultural discussions on dreams? Are there any cultural adaptation supports? Yes, so the professors who are English speaking or from the United States, or we have a TA, we have a translator, we have an interpreter who works with us to help bridge the language barrier. So that's a very big one. The other one is all of our professors are well educated in, cross-cultural sensitivity, and they listen deeply. We all listen deeply to our students to learn as well as teach. So we learn from each other when we're coming from different cultural perspectives. And please stop me if there's anything that anyone wants to say. I'll just keep going until you stop me. Okay, question 4. What specific healing techniques and tools will be taught in the PTSD Psychology and Healing Methods course? How are these techniques applied in dream studies? Okay, so currently, Dr. Alicia Hu is the professor for our MTPC and PhDC dream studies courses for the PTSD course. And so I wish I could speak more in depth to this question. I think Alicia would do a better job because it's not exactly the same as the course that I teach in the English speaking program. And part of that has to do with publications. But let's see, Peter Levine's somatic therapy, I know, is a big part of what Alicia is teaching. There are texts that are printed in English, like I said, that aren't necessarily available in China. So that's the thing. We had to find texts that were published in China that you could have access to do the work. So I apologize that I can't answer that one as well as I'd like to, but maybe we could come back to that. Question 5. How does the Extraordinary Dream Psychology course define extraordinary dreams? Right, so I already read the description of the Extraordinary Dreams course and how we define it, but what specific cases and research direction will be covered? There is a text that we use in that course that is available to you in China, and it's Extraordinary Dreams and How to Work with Them by Stanley Krippner and Faribra Bogzaran and Andre de Persia de Carvalho. That won't be translated accurately, but that's okay. And it covers the fact that there are many different kinds of dreams. So when you ask about dreams, I love to start off, and I do start off in the dream certificate practicum by talking about what most ordinary dreams are like. And then we have all these different categories of extraordinary dreams. So we will, in that course, cover all of those in depth. So for example, lucid dreaming, creative dreams, precognitive dreams, clairvoyant dreams, telepathic dreams, pregnancy dreams, initiation dreams, spiritual dreams. These are examples of extraordinary dreams. So within that book, there are a lot of specific cases and examples. And you also get to write about your own extraordinary dreams and learn about them and how to talk about them and write about them in scholarly work. Okay, how does the Personal Mythology and Dreams course help students build their own personal mythology system? What are its specific benefits for dream studies and personal development? Well, I can answer that a little bit by saying I know that that course involves the work of Joseph Campbell and also the work of Carl Jung. However, again, I do not teach that course. I am the director of the program, but it is Robert Wood who teaches that course, Dr. Robert Wood. And so it would have been wonderful to have all the professors here to answer these questions so that I could hand it off to the people teaching them. However, I can tell you, yes, Joseph Campbell and Carl Jung are a big part of that course. Can the images seen during meditation be considered part of dream studies? This is a great question. I want to go two places with that question. The first is yes, in the sense of consciousness studies. When we're studying
好，我问一下我们的同学们那边是不是也卡住了？我看这边好像是教授的网络有一些问题。
看不到了。
好的，我们就请我们的来老师，我们盛伟老师联系一下安照教授，看一下可不可以重新进入一下我们的会议室。然后这个时间的话，呃，对，这个时间的话，
还没关系啊，这样我们正好也跟大家讲一下，因为这个我们在读的学生，博士和硕士的学生也都在我们的这个群里，也跟大家讲一下这个后续的这个注册流程。能看到我的 PPT 吗？
可以看到。
好，那么咱们的这个梦境证书啊，这个也看大家的这个选修的目前选修的一个情况，这个是这个应该是硕士吧？硕士和博士课程呢，在大家的选修课里边都会有这个3到4门的选修课都包含在你们的选修课里边。那当然，这个大家也要看自己的就是这个自己的方向。如果是确定是想要选择梦境的这个方向的话呢，那你们在这个未来之后的这个学期里的选修就要着重去选。这上面的咱们这个 PPT 上面所展示的这5门课程，那么其中呢，原型神话图式、知梦解梦理论与应用和第3门课程创伤后应激症候群心理学和疗愈方法这3门课程呢，在这个超个人心理学的硕士和博士里的这个选修课程都有包含。那么第4门课非凡之梦心理学。这个在硕士里边没有包含，在博士里边有包含。那么虽然都是包含，但是硕士和博士上的这个，因为这个学位的层次不一样，硕士和博士上课，即使是选修课，也都是分开上的。所以说呢，硕士的学生呢，你们最多选这个最少可以再选这个4个学分，额外再上4个学分去获得这个证书，因为已经有9个学分包含在你们的选修课里边了。那么博士的同学们呢，最少可以再多选1个学分那么因为有这个1、2、3，因为有12门。十二个学分就已经包含在你们的选修课里边了。那么这是一个大概的一个情况。那么这个我们就按照这个是我们的一个收费标准，这个是全校的都是这样的一个收费标准。这个超个人的博士是953刀1个学分，那硕士学生去选课呢是705刀1个学分。那么按照自己需要修读的这个学分进行。如果这个一般大家在课程伊始或者是项目伊始就已经确定说要去学这个梦境证书的话呢，那么还是一样，博士最多就是选1个学分，那么硕士呢额外再选4个学分就可以获得这个证书。那么在春季的这个注册呢，我们索菲亚大学也为同学们提供了奖学金。那么奖学金之后这个学费是博士是684，硕士是571。 这样的一个学分的一个标准。那么我们的在读学生，我们的硕博学生，如果说你们确定要这个有意向要去拿到这个证书，在你们这个学成，你们的硕博学成之后也拿到一个梦境证书的话，那么现在呢，你们可以扫一下这个二维码，根据这个上面的一些要求去填写你们的信息，以及呢，大家也要自查一下你们的成绩单，看一下你们成绩单里边的一些目录，这个已经选修了哪些课，然后再对照着看一下你们的这个已经选了哪些课，或者还没有修读哪些课，然后大家按照这个上面的这个选择的框框，然后去这个选择一下，然后回传回来。这样的话呢，我们会按照这样的你们的一个问卷去帮助大家和注册部去沟通，也会给到每一个学生一个未来的。一个这个你们修读证书的一个选课的一个方案，会给到大家一个提醒。因为每个学生的学习进度和自己的选修进度都不一样，所以同学们就是先查看自己的选修情况。好，这是一个大概的这样的一个情况。我先看看，我们在读同学们，特别是我们Zoom直播间里的同学们，有没有什么样的疑问？我们可以这个时间解答一下大家。Hey Andrew, you're back.
Apologies.
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
I'm back. I was kicked out.
We just Yeah, we just spend. I just spent like 2 or 3 minutes just talk about just go went over this tuition rate with the students, and also just to quickly give a overview like PhD students and MATPC students how many extra credits that they need to take. It's really is depending on their how many courses they have been already taken in their programs, and encourage students. We design a survey for students, for current students, so they can scan it and they put their information, and they need to check their own transcript to see how many courses they have been earned. So we will, based on this information that they did the survey, and we will work with the registrar and work on all these
Yeah.
follow-up procedures.
Thank you. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. I will stop here. I believe current students may have some questions.
Okay. Hmm. So I see in the chat, there's a question about question 10 is what I see. How is this certificate recognized internationally? Are there industry certifications or partner organizations that endorse it? Well, I can tell you that it is the fact that it's from Sofia University, which is an accredited university. We said earlier in the PowerPoint that it's from one of the few certificate programs in the United States at an accredited university, but in fact, it's actually the only one. It's actually the only one at this time in the United States at an accredited university. Okay, so just to clarify, it's very, very special. And it is absolutely acknowledged internationally. For example, I am a past president as director of the Dream Studies Certificate Program. I am a past president of the International Association for the Study of Dreams, and I'm currently also a board member and an advisor to the executive committee of that organization. And I attend the annual conferences and keep the certificate program up to date with what is happening with dream studies worldwide. So it is absolutely also the certificate program is advertised at those conferences every year. So the international dream studies community is aware of us. And yes, so it is absolutely honored. And I wouldn't say necessarily, oh, what is the word? Oh, there's another question. Okay. Actually, now I'm seeing the other ones from that I missed. Question 7, can the image, okay, the meditation question that I got kicked out during. I'll just wrap that one up by saying that we explore that more in class because it's such a wonderful question and such a deep topic. But we're talking about the realm of consciousness studies. And also, I wanted to say that some people who are lucid dreamers meditate in their dreams. And also that some people in scholarly work refer to daydreams as well. They research what are called daydreams. So you could have daydreams whether you're meditating or not, but you're definitely, we discern between the waking state and the dream state. And it's a wonderful question, wonderful question. And then the next question, what are the assessment methods for the courses? Are there assignments, group projects, or papers? Yes. Assignments, group projects, papers. Yeah, and I don't know, I can't go into the weighting of each assessment type necessarily in a Zoom call like this. I'd have to go over it with the syllabus and so forth. But I'm not sure I actually understand what's being asked there, but the students who have taken the courses could could address that question. What are the academic backgrounds and achievements of Sofia University's faculty? What unique research findings or perspectives do they have in dream studies? Well, I recommend that everyone on this call who's watching the recording or who's here presently go to the Sofia University website, because you can read about each of the faculty who teach in the Dream Study Certificate and read their publications, their research interests, etc. And with me personally, I've been doing dream work my entire life since I was a child, the age of 4. And so it's just built from there, but you can read about my background on the Sofia website as well. Everybody has they're esteemed faculty and really wonderful to work with. Ah, thank you, Weihan, wonderful. So there's in the chat the link to the Dream Study Certificate page, and you can click on the faculty to read their faculty bio. All right. I think we made our way through the questions that were posted. Okay. Okay, here's one.
Wonderful. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, so I think we now may want to say, I think those questions are from our, potential prospective students or the audience, that they have wonderful questions. I just want to say our current students, especially in this group, in this Zoom meeting right now, I recognize lots of our master and doctoral students. And I just want to make sure that I just explain a little bit about the registration process. I want to check if everybody understand and if they have any questions. 同学们，我也想问一下，刚才大概讲了一下这个注册的流程和这个一些，刚才一些包括学费等的一些这样的一些细节哈，看看咱们的授课学生们，对于这一块，特别是注册，一些到时候实操的一些问题，还有没有什么问题？特别是包括一些选课的一些问题。
While we're waiting for them to ask their questions, I would love to respond to this one in the chat from.
Go ahead.
Essentially, yes. The answer is yes. Dream studies can help you better. I wouldn't say interpret your client's drawings or guide them more effectively So the question is, if dream study, sorry, the print is very small. I have to enlarge it. So this is from a practicing art therapist for 14 years. She says, I'm interested in the archetypes of dreams and asking if dream studies can help you better interpret your clients' drawings or guide them more effectively in depicting and analyzing their dreams. So the answer to that is yes. The answer to that is dream studies can help you understand dreams from many different lenses, multiple different lenses. So by the end of the dream study certificate, you have learned so many different ways of looking at dreams and understanding dreams that when you have a client, if they're drawing their dream or talking about their dream, you can ask yourself, which would be the best method to meet this client in this moment? So you will have options. You will have many different ways that you can approach that, and you will have a deeper understanding of dreams when your clients bring them into the therapy room. And by the way, I also specialize through DreamBridge, my organization, in dream arts. So I very much appreciated that question from an art therapist. I've trained hundreds, probably thousands at this point, of art therapists in dream work. So thank you. How should I approach it? If I rarely dream, can I still learn this? What I want to say about rarely dreaming is that most people, actually everybody dreams, except for very, very rare exceptions, very, very rare exceptions. But usually almost everybody dreams. And so but a lot of people say they don't dream, or they say they rarely dream. And what they really mean is they don't remember dreaming. They don't remember their dreams. Okay, so we definitely go into that in the dream study certificate. We talk about why that is, and we give tips, and we discuss ways that you can improve your dream recall and improve your relationship with your dreaming mind so you can build a bridge there. Well, thank you, Yali, for that reply. I want to clarify, though, there are other dream studies programs in the United States, but there are about a handful of them, but they're not accredited. They're not from an accredited university. So that's what we need to make clear. So there are individual, smaller organizations that teach dream studies, but Sophia is, yes, thank you. Perfect. Does the school provide an online learning platform or resource library for students to access materials, watch course videos, and engage in discussions? Yes, we do our courses through Canvas, and we have all of that available, Canvas and Zoom. So we have Zoom sessions in the Dream Studies Practicum especially, and then there are, yes, weekly discussions. There are videos to watch, papers to write. For students with a psychology-related degree, is there a credit transfer or course waiver policy for this certificate program? You mean from another institution? People with is that correct? Okay, so if you no, there's no credit transfer for the certificate program because it's too unique. The course the courses, it's too innovative and unique, and so you can't really say, well, I took the psychology of extraordinary dreams somewhere else. Let's apply because I don't know where you would find that at another accredited university. You just wouldn't. So there's no easy transfer there. Plus, you wouldn't want to miss the course. You want to take extraordinary dreams. Oh, but Yali, you wrote yes. So what does that mean? Could you elaborate about that? I think Yali, you wrote yes.
Well, it's not me, but I think.
Yeah, I think that's our staff from Global College, and also Dr. Angel. I shares the link in the chat group for our current and prospective student to take a look at our Sophia website. There are more information regarding transfer credit, whether they are from current MATPC or PhDC program. Yeah, like Yali mentioned earlier. So yeah, if they already have some of the classes taken previously, so they probably have mm, you know less credit to learn.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and change that to no.
Yes and no.
um, so the no is if you're coming from another program. The yes is if you've taken the courses from the Dream Study certificate at Sofia University in your master's or PhD program. Does that make sense to everyone? So yes.
Exactly.
In other words, you may apply those courses that you took in MTPC or PhDC to the Dream Study certificate, but not if you took courses in Dreams somewhere else, you could not transfer those. Okay. Someone wrote, I wanted to apply to the MACP Chinese language program. And I also wanted to take the Dream certificate. Does it work? That's a wonderful question.
Right.
I
Maybe I
think
can
the
answer
answer
this, Dr. Engine,
okay.
if you don't mind. Yeah. So, yeah, I will speak Chinese a little bit. 对，我们的同学这个问题是说，如果我想去报名我们的 MATPC 硕士这个项目，然后我还想要拿到这个证书，这样可以吗？其实这是一个特别好的路径，就是相当于你学完了我们的超个人心理学硕士的项目，同时又多额外的得到了这样一个证书，呃，因为我们这个 MATPC 的项目里，其实有很多课程已经是跟我们的 Dream Certificate 梦境课程的梦境项目的课程有很多重合，所以如果你在选修的时候，你把这些课都已经选过之后，那么你再想拿到这个梦境证书硕士项目，你只需要多修4个学分。也就是刚刚我们雅丽老师有展示我们那个学费，可能就是$2000多，你就可以同时拿到这个硕士项目以及我们梦境的证书。对，所以这是一个非常好的一个问题，也是我们同学们目前在读 MATPC 和 PhDC 同学的一个很好的路径。
Thank you, Wihan. But that students is MACP, not MATP, and he wanted to take our counseling program, not TP program. So let's wait for Dr. Andrew, Dr. Morgan's. Yeah.
So thank you. Yes, so the MACP, the Masters in Counseling Psychology, is new, and that's wonderful. And my understanding is that yes, you may still take the Dream Study certificate. However, the courses are not woven into the MACP program as electives the same way. So that might change in the future. I don't know because it's also new and no one has spoken to me about it. But to my knowledge, it is not woven into your electives. But if you're an MATP or a PhDC, it is. However, if you are okay with paying extra to take the additional courses for the Dream Study certificate, then you may do both. And actually, I recommend it. I recommend it because it's the students in the MACP programs in China and the US. Those are the ones who are in the therapy rooms where the dreams are coming in the most. So I do recommend it.
Morgan. Yes, I can just elaborate a little bit more for the students' background. So the students has been consulting with, has been working with the China office for a long time because she's really wanted to take this, counseling, our newly launched counseling program, and I think she just being inspired by one of our PhD students that the students talk about she has 14 year of the artistic expression and have I want to have this dreams to dream knowledge to empower his client and he resonate I think she resonated that so we were having this discussion and then she talked whether we can have this dream certificate like the TP student and the PhD students can be something like be recognized. So but I agree with you. This is something probably will happen in the future.
Talk about it. That sounds good, Yali. Let's talk about that.
Oh, and Dr. Morgan, if I may, if we can have like 3 more minutes to talk about this, just yeah, as we currently are really have a, working on this promotion of counseling psychology, counseling master program in China. Like, can you just elaborate a little bit more that you just mentioned that the dream can really help for the client because they talk a lot about the dream for the therapist. Can you just give us like more ideas about it?
Yes, I would love to. Yes, and that's yes. So earlier there was a question about is the Dream Certificate program is it too difficult for people without a psychology background? And I said, no, it meets you where you are, and we have people from many different backgrounds. So that's one side of the program as far as where people come in to the program from. And then there's the other side, which is the professional therapists, counselors, psychologists, social workers, etc. These are people who you already have an established practice, right? Or you're building one. So you're in the master's program for counseling or but you're generally working with people one-on-one or in groups as your career path. And so this is something that you do. And so many people, this has been an issue for decades where because I've trained so many psychologists, counselors, therapists, social workers, art therapists, etc., in dream work. And what they say to me when they've come to me in the past, it was through Dreambridge and then Sofia University, is they say that, this is not a requirement in my training. Why not? Why is it not a requirement? Because the dreams come in so frequently, and then the practitioner is left not knowing what to do, or they rely upon one class that they took somewhere in the university about Freud or maybe Jung, something. But it's just not enough, and they don't feel confident enough, or they don't feel equipped to deal with what comes in. And so it's my joy, it's my great, great joy to bring dream education to these practitioners as well as lay people who want to just do dream groups with their community. But the professionals, they need it the most actually, because it's a need, it's meeting a need for them.
Yeah. Wow, that's just beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Morgan.
Thank you for asking me.
Thank you so much again for bringing this, wonderful certificate to our programs and to our students. Just a beyond appreciation, right? Yeah, and we had just a copy of the information from Sofia website. It says the units the units can be transferred to the CP program. So maybe that's possible. Yeah, right. Just want to see if we have any questions from our master and PhD program students for course registration electives. 就是想再问一下我们的硕士学生，你们对于 这个项目证书项目以及你们现在在读的硕士和博士的课程的相结合的部分，还有没有什么问题？比如说选课方面的，比如说大家的这个证书怎么规划的一些问题。这个今天是一个很好的一个机会啊，因为马上我们春季注册，其实春季的学期的注册就要马上截止了，所以如果大家有想要去拿到这个证书的话，那么也就要在未来的2周之内就要做好这样的注册工作。那么再一次的注册的话呢，就是需要大家去扫这个二维码，我应该在共享屏幕哈。扫右边的这个二维码去进行一个注册的一个信息的录入。
杨丽，我想问一下，我是加贝，然后因为我硕士已经毕业，所以我有学原型神话与图式，还有织梦解梦，还有非凡之梦，我这3个都已经学完。那么我接下来应该是还要把那个创伤后期这个 PTSD 还有那个证书的最后一个整合的这个论文写完就好了，对吗？我想知道这两门课程的时间是怎么安排的。
I can translate that. So Dr. Morgan, we have a student. Her name is Jiabei He, and she already graduated. And she already, so she took the archetype. What is the other course? The archetype and practicum course, and yeah, and PTSD. And 你再说一遍，你刚才已经上了什么课程来着？我再
我
看一下。
只剩下 PTSD 和最后的那个就是论文，
你非
就是
非凡的梦，
8299。
你非凡梦你上了吗？
我上了耶，因为我当时选修了2门，我全部都上过了。
Yeah,
对，
so she haven't taken the PTSD and certificate the cohort the capstone course, so she needs 4 more credits, right? 对吗？加倍就是你还缺8452和8299。
对的，对的。
In
Okay. And she's wondering what's the timeline for her, for as a graduate from the MATPC.
so she finished the MTPC,
Yeah.
not the PhDC, right?
加倍但是你是博士在读嘛，对不对
对的。
？Yeah. So she's graduated from the master, and now she's currently enrolled in the PhDC program.
Oh, okay. Then go to the PhD slide, the next one.
Next one. Okay.
Mhm. Because if you started in the master's, you can finish in the PhD. You can do that. So, but the schedule is you want to go to the slide that matches the program you're in. So she needs to do this one. Summer. Oh, no, stay there. Stay there. The summer term. See where it says PTSD psychology and healing methods, summer term. So you can take that class in summer. The certificate integration is also in summer. Okay, good. I'm glad this came up. You may take one course. If you're in PhDC, you may take one of the summer courses with the integration course. So you can do both this summer. You may not do all of them all at once in the summer, okay? Even though that's because due to our scheduling restrictions with the professors who teach these courses, that's why it's not spread out across fall and in the PhDC. But you can do, yes. That should answer your question, I hope. Right?
加倍清楚了吗？它有那个字幕，你看到了吗
清楚了，谢谢，Thank you。
Thank you.
？Thank you for the question.
谢谢。
好， 我们还有3、4分钟的时间，看看特别是我们在读的同学们，对于选课的一些疑问。
Now, if you go back to the other slide, the master's one, the M.
Yeah.
So if she were still in the master's program, for anyone, not Jaibei, but anyone else who needs to complete a course, you just look here and you can see there's a lot more. Probably most of you in the MTPC have already taken the ones that say every term, the archetypes course and the dream practicum. So in which case you could take the PTSD course, you could take the psychology of extraordinary dreams in spring, which is this quarter. And then you could take the PTSD course if you haven't taken it in fall, and then next summer finish. If you already took the PTSD course last year, then you could just take the psychology of extraordinary dreams this spring and then finish in summer this year. Okay.
好的，我们同学们可以特别看一下，就是这个这个每门课后面都带着一个它的一个时间点吧，就是大家可以按照这个，因为这个 PPT 会发给大家，按照这个时间点来规划你的这个选课的一些这个时间。好的，Alright，So Dr. Morgan, I think we have just one more question, and I think and that's all. Yeah.
Is that the one from Sofia 4?
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay. And we can probably stop sharing the slides,
Sure. Yes.
right? Okay. Okay, great. Then I can see you. All right. So the understanding of archetypes and dreams varies across cultural backgrounds. What course content will help with cross-cultural understanding of dreams? For example, will traditional Chinese dream interpretation methods be covered? So I could answer that in 2 different ways to start. First, in the Dreams, Dreaming, and Dreamwork course, there is a text that is required, and it covers dreams and dream work and dreaming in China. So definitely, you will learn about that through that course. And then secondly, I want to say that when you take these courses, you are bringing what you have learned and what you've grown up with and what has been a part of your culture in China into the curriculum. So you will be writing papers and you will be thinking about your traditional Chinese dream interpretation methods. I mean, it comes up a lot in our discussions and in our papers where students talk about that. And so, and they, compare and contrast Western dream interpretation or dream work methods with various indigenous methods and with Chinese dream interpretation methods. So it comes up, and there is a lot of critical thinking involved. That was another question earlier. This all is very elevated and also heart-centered. So we're heart-centered with this work, and we're also holistically looking at bringing dreams, dreaming, and dream work and dream studies into the scholarly world and your daily lives.